Hi everyone, Sarah here from Sarah Homfray Embroidery. I say that in every video I make because we're having new people join us all the time. We've been on air for a long time now, but new people are coming every day, so I want to say welcome to you. So I was going to give you a new project to work on this Christmas, but it is a busy time of year and I'm aware that I do something new pretty much every week. And I know some of you are following along with these projects and you're working these projects, and then I give you a new idea and then you're like, oh, but I haven't finished the last one. So I thought what I would do instead of something new is I'm going to give you a finishing challenge. So I thought we would look back at everything that we have made on my channel throughout the whole of last year. And then if you are working one of these projects and it's not finished yet, I challenge you to take it out from wherever it's hiding and get it finished. And then for the first Tuesday Chit Chat of the year, next year, 2026, we will collate them together and we'll have a little show and tell and we'll have a little look at what you've all been making. So I'm going to look at the project specifically. There's lots of other videos with different stitches in, and we've done some Chit Chat Tuesdays and we've been out and about and looked at lots of different things, but these are the projects specifically. And if you are a YouTube channel member and a Patreon, you have even more to choose from. And I know some of you are working those ones as well. So I'm going to put a few of those in there as well and inspire you to get those ones finished too. So let's have a little look at what we've been making. I'm going to go from the most recent backwards. So if you've been doing something with me recently, that's often the easiest way to finish something, is to something that is in your head and you're sort of understanding now because you're working on it at the present time. So I'm going to start that way and then we'll go back to the beginning and I might pull a few things out and go, oh, I remember that. I haven't finished that. So let's just start with the most recent. So we did these little stitch pots. They're so cute. Great way to use up your stash, a little bit of slow stitching, which is always great, especially this time of year if you want to be a bit more mindful and a bit calmer. So I did some stitch pots in different techniques. So these ones are slow stitched ones, and this little one here was a needlepoint one, canvas work one. So you can do these in lots of different techniques. So if you're having a go at these, they make good Christmas presents. So little stitch pots. And on the same sort of theme of containers and vessels, we've got my little boxes. So we made these cute little gift boxes. No embroidery on these, but you can put your embroidery on the top. Lots of instructions for you on this. We've got the video on how to do it, and we've got the download with all the sizes on it as well. So you can have a go at these cute little boxes like that. And then if you've been following my chit chat, you'll know I had a go at the magic box. I finished it. 2 compartments that way, 1 compartment that way. There's no instructions for that one because if you've seen that video, a couple of videos on me making that, I made it up as I went along. But I just want to show you sorts of things you can do with this technique. If you can make one of these, you can make one of these. So if you've got a little box hanging around, maybe you want to get that out and finish that off. So we did some printing on fabric. This was a lot of fun, something a little bit different. You need an inkjet printer. And we had to go printing some designs on fabric, either something you've drawn or painted yourself, or you could do a photograph you've taken. So I've got a few of those on how to do those, and something you can stitch on. And for our YouTube channel members and our patrons, we actually have stitched one of these. I stitched this one very recently. It's still on the frame. I think I might add a little bit more to it. So when do you decide something's finished? There's a question. So this one we've been doing on the members pages. We've just stitched this one printed design, and we've got this one coming as well. I'm going to do an abstract one as well. So if you're interested in printing and you haven't had a go at that, you could maybe pick that up and have a little look at that. And I also have another channel, Sarah Homfray Creates. If you haven't seen that one, do pop over and have a look at that. Something a little bit different on there, but I mentioned that on this channel this year as well, because I made this little bag and we did some plant printing with directly onto the fabric with the plants. So that was a lot of fun, and I know a few of you are having a go at that. We've still got some of these bags left on the shop. There's only a few left, and when they're gone, they're gone. So jump on them if you want one of those. And we had a little go at plant printing. So you could be stitching on that if you think I've done my printing, I haven't done any stitching on it like mine. That could be something you could do. You could do a bit of printing on there. And I made this little book as well. This came from the Jungle website. Just a little fabric book, and I printed the plants from my garden, a little record of the plants in my garden. I printed them in there with the intention of stitching on them. You can take this apart, open the pages up, and you can stitch on the pages. Haven't stitched on that, so that could be something I could finish. I will do this too. I will find something to finish to show you next year. I did some tea bag dyeing, so this is not specifically this year, but I just thought I'd mention a few of the other things that are on that channel in case you're interested. We did some fabric dyeing and thread dyeing with some tea bags and some rusty nails, and that's given me a nice set of fabric to use, and that appears in some of the other projects as well. So if you're interested in doing something a little bit different maybe this festive season, you could have a little look at that. We've got quite a few books going on that channel as well. This is my little mindful kind of touchy-feely book, sort of slow stitching but with lots of really interesting fabrics and things that's really nice to touch and feel. I think this is one of the most popular videos on that channel, doing really well, that one, and then this one as well. And I want to show you this one just because I know people are making this one, and if you haven't finished it, this was a year's book, so there was a page for every month of the year, and I did some embroidery on that. There's a couple of videos on my Create channel all about that, and I know some of you are doing that, so really good time to finish a project like this at the end of the year, fresh to start something in the new year. So if you started that and you think, oh, I only got as far as September, pull that one out and have a look at finishing the last few months. Okay, so we also did a little bit of mindful embroidery. So we had no pattern, no design, no instructions to follow, nice and relaxing, and just made little pieces of stitching. That's what it looked like. And then I actually turned that into a book cover. So the project was to do the stitching or not worry about making it into something. But if you are somebody who likes making things into something, you can do a little book cover. The stitch pot was another one of those. So that was my needlepoint piece. Just some stitching, just trying some stitches out, not worrying about the pattern or what I'm making. But then it turned out to be a little pot. Worked really nicely in a little pot. So easy to make those into something. So if you've got some stitching and you don't have it turned into something, you can easily finish it by doing that, by making it into a book, by making it into a pot, make it into a hanging, whatever you want to do with it. So maybe you could pull some of those out and think, what can I turn that into? What can I make out of it? We had a version as well for YouTube channel members and patrons. We did this leaf version, so it was the same idea with the stitching, but we just did it in the design, and I talked through how to do the design. So if you were doing that one on our membership platforms, then maybe that's something you could finish off. That would make a really nice book cover. You could make a pot out of that as well, make a nice pot. So maybe that would be something you could finish. Another membership one was these little Chinese vase designs. So I did a series of videos on the main channel for everybody about the Pekin knot and French knots and colonial knots, what the difference is and how to use them, and then I gave these little designs to have a go at, and then YouTube channel members and my patrons had an extra design, and I went through this design and talked about this one and how to do the couching on it. As you can see, I haven't finished it. It was going to be a little bag like the one that is in my collection that I made this design from, and I haven't. So I think that one's quite high up on the list for me to finish. I'd really like to finish it in the bag. So I've got the original one I did from the design and the finished one as well. And we had another bookmaking session. So this book is made exactly the same way as this one is. So if you're interested in making your embroidery into a book cover, brilliant way to use your embroideries, and you get a really cute little book out of it. So I made the book myself, made the pages, but this was the embroidery that we did. So there was a video on how to do the lavender embroidery. If you haven't finished your lavender embroidery, you could do that. If you have finished it and you want to make it to a book cover, you could do that as well. So you can turn it into something else, make a great stitch pot. Another one would be good for a stitch pot. And then for channel members and patrons, we talked about the background. So I did a video on how to paint your own background. That one's painted as well. So how to paint some background. So there's lots of levels on this one. So if you did do the lavender, there's lots of stages you could finish, either the stitching, the book, or you could have a go at the backgrounds. So we also did some bags. These seem like ages ago. I can't believe that was only last year. So we did these little bush kiri bags, or envelope bags, you might see them called. So it's a square and you fold the corners in, and this one was made with fabrics from a lovely lady I met when we were teaching on one of our cruises. Janie, met her down in Cornwall. She was a guide down there in Cornwall, and she gave me all these lovely Cornish sort of inspired fabrics and tartans, and I made a little bag out of it. So we've got bush kiri bags, there's a little one there. So it's a little slow stitched one as well, so you can do lots of different kind of stitching. So if you started a bag and didn't quite get finished, this is your opportunity. And if you're a bit more of a beginner, perhaps you're looking at all this thinking, I haven't got the skills to finish things, I'm still learning. We've always got our stitch sampler project as well. Now this isn't last year specifically, I started it the year before. Let's open it out so you can see it. That way up, the sampler on it. And we did do a couple of stitches on this last year, even though I started it the year before. So we did some edging stitches on it. There's a little buttonhole edging buttonhole picot edging on it there. We've done a bead edging as well, and then some shisha mirrors as well. So if you're thinking, I don't have a project to finish, but I'd like to learn some more stitches, this is a really good one. All of those videos are up there in one playlist. You can dive in there whenever you want and learn lots of different stitches, right from the really easiest to some more complex ones. And I've just done it all on this sampler as well, so they're all in one place. So I'm not aiming to finish this one. I've still got quite a lot of fabric that's not got any stitching on, so I think we'll maybe revisit this again next year and put even more stitches on it. So if you're not at the place to finish a design, why not jump onto a sampler and try a few more stitches. So we did quite a bit of slow stitching last year. I love my slow stitching, really good if you're a little bit stressed, don't want to overthink things, you just want to do some stitching but you're not really sure what. But I thought we'd have a little go at some slow stitched flowers and made a little soft hanging little quilted panel, which are really sweet. So these are super easy to do. Use up some of your stash of fabric. You can make them as big as you want. You can make it for a panel to put in a quilt. Lots of things you can do with this. So if you started a little flower one, maybe that's one to pull out to get finished. So we're going back towards the beginning of the year now. This was our cruise that we did up to Norway. We went to see the Northern Lights and we did this little project on the cruise ship for people. We were teaching this project and I thought, oh, this is really nice. I'll give it to you. So we made a video on how to do this as well, probably for people maybe more in the Northern Hemisphere. But I know that you have seen it in America as well this year. This is the year to see it. It's peaking last year and this year. So hopefully you might get a chance to see it again. It's around about now and over the winter that it's visible. So keep your eye out for it. And we made this beautiful little embroidery on it. So if you started your Northern Lights one, you could pull that one out and see if you can get that one finished, and maybe you'll see it for real at this time of year as well. So a little bit more slow stitching near the beginning of the year, and I made these little slow stitch meditation scrolls. So these are lovely just to stitch for the sake of stitching. Don't do anything with them other than touch them and feel them. I'll just unwrap this one and show you. So couple of bits of fabric, pick your favourite bits of fabric, just done rows of straight stitching, rows of running stitch on that, a couple of different colours, stitch them together, and it's just something to just sit and stitch. If you want to just relax a little bit, you want to meditate, you want to just be a little bit calmer and quieter, you don't want the complication of a kit or something like that, but you want to stitch, these are really good for that. And you can just pick different fabrics and different colours. You can make them as long as you want. That one is printed on, so that's the plant printing that I talked about earlier, that's on my other channel, Sarah Homfray Creates. That was a plant printed one and I stitched on that one. So really nice opportunity to use up some of your fabrics. You may have started one of these, great time of year to get it back out again with all the craziness of the season. It can be nice just to be a bit calm and a bit quiet and get your meditation scroll out and just do a little bit of simple stitching. Okay, so we're right back at the beginning of the year and we did something a little bit creative. So I was looking through my stash and I found a little pack of fabrics and threads inspiration pack. And I know this will be familiar to lots of you who have got these packs. You see them in a shop or at a show, or somebody gifts you one and you think, oh, they're beautiful, look at all those wonderful threads, what can I make with it? And then you don't know what to make with it. So we did a little video on that. I had one of these packs and I pulled it apart and we had a little look around the materials, and I just showed something creative that you can do with it. Again, no design, no pattern to copy or anything like that, just having fun with your fabrics and materials. So maybe you pulled out a pack and you started with it and you didn't finish it. So maybe that's one that you would like to pull out and finish for January. So a lot of fun, that one. Again, don't have to worry about what it is you're making. You can just enjoy your materials and just enjoy the process of stitching. So we are coming up to Christmas. We are coming up to the festive season. So I've got the slow stitched Christmas baubles. So I was doing this about a year ago now. So a brilliant one if you do want a Christmas project to do, you don't want something too complicated. This is a really good one, a really simple one to do. I'll put a video link up for that one in a second. But I just want to mention there are videos on everything that I have shown you in this video today. We have got the tutorials for them on the channel. So if you're making one of these and you haven't finished, you can go back and check that tutorial just to remind yourself what we were doing and where we were. If you've looked at one of these and think, oh, I really need to make one of those, I finished everything. Maybe you're one of those people who's really good at finishing things and I want to make something new and I'm inspired. So all of these videos are on the channel. You can just click my channel logo. You can go to my homepage and you can scroll through the videos and you can see them all on there. So don't forget as well, we have all the designs on the free stuff page. Lots of free designs on there for you. Lots of the designs that we've used in these projects are there. You can download those for free. And if you're one of our YouTube channel members or our Patreons, you have your extra content on your platforms with your PDFs and your videos as well. So you can go and check the ones that are specific to you. Those will be there on your respective platforms. And a little tip for you if you're not sure what you want to finish. I'm going to aim for just say one thing, but if you want to finish lots of things, then that's terrific. It's really good to try and get things finished. You get such a sense of achievement. You don't have things piling up. And once you start that process, once you pick one thing and finishing, it's much easier to go on to other things. So I just recommend initially you pick the thing that you think you could probably finish the fastest or the easiest. You might find it needs another half an hour on it and it's done and you think, why did it sit there for that long and I didn't finish it? It was so easy to finish. So pick something that you think is nearly done or you can finish fairly quickly. So what I will do is I will leave an email for you in the description below this video. So if you get something finished that you've made specifically from the projects on my channel, I think for this one, then do email me a picture of it. Tell me who you are, anything else about it you want to tell me, and we'll collate those together. And then next year I will put those all together and we will have a little show and tell in a Tuesday Chit Chat video. That video won't be right at the beginning of January because Jonathan and I are off to sea again for the first 2 weeks of January. So please check out the website for the Christmas opening hours of the shop. We are open over the Christmas period. We're having a few days off, but we are open between Christmas and New Year. So you'll need to get your orders in then, please, for any materials you might want at the beginning of January, because we will shut the shop down for the first 2 weeks of January and then we will be open as soon as we get back again. So just wanted to let you know about that. So do check out the shop for all of those delivery dates. So if you are stuck with finishing projects, you're stuck on something specific, do check out our playlist on our Finish It Friday videos. Lots of information for you there. You can find that up here. And if you want to stitch something Christmassy, you might want to have a go at our slow stitch baubles. You can find that video down here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and I'll see you in the new year. Bye for now.